The Salvatore School for the Young and Gifted, the sun filtered lazily through tall Gothic windows, the warm light doing little to energize the weary souls scattered across the common room. Books were sprawled across the table, coffee cups balanced precariously on armrests. It was a scene of teenage chaos, woven with spells and secrets.
"Morning, ladies," MG announced, striding in with his usual swagger and optimism.
"Not now, Milton," Lizzie Saltzman groaned, barely lifting her head from the couch cushion she was face-planted on. "Can't you see how sleep-deprived I am?"
MG raised his eyebrows, taking in the scene. From the far side of the room, Josie Saltzman stirred with a bleary-eyed blink, trying to reread the same page of her grimoire for what had to be the 6th time. Hope Michelson was clutching a coffee mug as if it were the only thing keeping her upright. And strewn across beanbags and couch cushions were 4 more girls who looked equally fried.
MG smirked. "From the looks of it, all 7 of you are," he said, gesturing toward Harmony and Hannah Blossom, their vivid red hair tangled from tossing and turning. Kelly Jones Copper, who was absently stirring her tea with magic instead of a spoon, and Darby Lodge Andrews, who had wolfed down half a cinnamon roll in 3 bites and was now dozing with crumbs on her hoodie.
"You forgot me," Harmony grumbled, lifting her head. "I'm offended, Milton. Deeply."
"Yeah, well, I'd feel bad if you guys hadn't woken me up with a screaming match over Dream Demons at 3 a.m., MG replied.
"Dreams, not demons," Kelly corrected sleepily. "But now that you mention it, maybe they were something more. My mom said weird dreams often mean—"
Yeah, dream analysis, witchy brain stuff, spare me," came a new, smug voice from the hallway. Ryan Novoa sauntered in like he owned the place, which he did not, though he acted like it. His dark hair was tousled just enough to be frustratingly perfect, and his smirk immediately sparked a collective groan. "Oh, look, the girls had nightmares. Boo-hoo," he said with mock concern.
Harmony sat up straighter, glaring. "I swear to God, if I wasn't so sleepy, I'd turn you into a donkey."
"Oh, I know, but where's the fun in not bothering you and Lizzie? It's the highlight of my day."
"MG, take him away, please," Hope said flatly, not even bothering to look up.
MG raised his hands like a bouncer. Tempting, but wrangling Ryan's like trying to leash a hurricane. Ryan gave a mock bow. "Relax, Mickelson, I'm going, just had to pay my respects." He turned to Josie, smirking. "By the way, princess, you look hot today." Josie blinked, confused for a beat before blushing a deep crimson.
"Ryan," Lizzie snapped, "stop hitting on my sister." "Who happens to be my best friend?" Hannah chimed in, scowling. "Gross, Ryan, like seriously, stop. You're making it weird."
"I'm not making it weird. You all make it weird by being so weird about me being normal." Ryan grinned and leaned against the doorframe, arms crossed. "And besides, I'm charming. It's a family trait."
"Then someone in your family tree seriously needs pruning," Harmony shot back, rubbing her eyes. "Preferably with a chainsaw."
But beneath the teasing and bickering, something else simmered. Something no amount of sarcasm could smother. The nightmares. They'd all had them. And they'd all been the same. A blood-red moon hanging over Mystic Falls. The sound of wolves howling in unnatural harmony. Screams from the woods.
Josie finally spoke, voice low. "What if it wasn't just dreams? What if it's starting?"
MG frowned. "What is?"
"Darby, the eclipse. Nana Rose told my mom it's a Crimson Eclipse year. Those don't happen by accident."
"Crimson Eclipse? Sounds like a lame band name," Ryan muttered.
"It's not. It's prophecy," Kelly said softly. "It's tied to a cycle, a convergence of blood, moonlight, and magic. My dad's notes said the last one almost cracked the veil." The room quieted. Hope set down her mug. "Okay, let's say this is real. Let's say something's coming, something tied to the eclipse. We need more than bad dreams and bedtime stories. We need proof." "We'll get it," Harmony said, now wide awake. "We're not letting this creep up on us. Not like last time."
"Last time?" MG asked.
Hannah answered, solemn. "The last time there was a Crimson Eclipse, a whole coven vanished. That didn't just happen."
"Oh, it happened," Ryan said, finally dropping the grin. "And I think you're right, Hope. Something is starting."
Hope met Lizzie's eyes. "Let's find out what."
MG rolled his shoulders. "All right, you ladies go. Me and Ryan will get the rest of the guys. He glanced over at his smug companion, assuming he doesn't wander off to flirt with more people who aren't interested.
I'm not sure if Caleb, Landon, and Jed classify as guys, Harmony muttered as she stood up. Mark, Spike, Sal, and Levi do. Lizzie giggled and pointed at her cousin. Not now, Harm, but I gotta admit, that was a good one. Harmony raised a victorious brow and high-fived her. Thank you. Someone had to say it. Seriously? Hope groaned, pinching the bridge of her nose. Now is not the time for jokes. We just talked about ancient prophecy, potential apocalypse, and possible ghost wolves, and you two are doing stand-up.
Ryan clapped his hands together, all charm and mischief. Well, since you're all clearly in need of my stable leadership and unparalleled charisma, why don't I join you lovely—
You're not coming! Hope cut him off sharply without even turning around. What she said, Lizzie added.
Aw, come on, don't be like that, Mickelson. I'm not coming for you, he said with a wink. I'm coming for my princess.
Josie groaned, shooting him a look that could melt steel. Shut it, Ryan.
That's not what you were saying last week, or the week before that, sweetheart.
Oh, hell no, Hannah started. Josie's face turned a shade of red that rivaled her magical fireball spell. Ryan, I swear if you don't— Hope. If you don't stop harassing my friend, I will personally teleport you to a salt field and leave you there for a week.
Ryan took a single step back. All right, chill. I was joking. Jeez. He lifted his hands in mock surrender, but didn't quite drop the smirk. MG sighed. Please save the flirty bickering for a less apocalyptic morning. Just go already. We'll round up the rest.
Harmony. Let's hit the library first. There's a grimoire in the restricted section with eclipse lore from the original Gemini Coven. We'll start there. Sounds like a plan, Hope nodded, taking the lead. Josie, Darby, Kelly, grab any dream journals you've been keeping. Anything symbolic could be useful. Hannah, you and Lizzie help Harmony with the locator spells once we get in. Bossy Mickelson is back, Lizzie whispered to Hannah with a smirk. Yeah, but it's kinda hot when she's in apocalypse mode, Hannah replied, drawing a chuckle from both of them.
Ryan rolled his eyes, muttering something under his breath about a coven of sarcastic princesses, before reluctantly turning toward MG. Fine. Let's go gather the losers. You think Caleb's awake, or should we bring a fire extinguisher? Caleb's a vampire, not a zombie, MG muttered. And Jed? We'll need bacon. Don't forget Mark, Ryan added, nodding. He's probably brooding in the gym again. Spike, too, and Sal's probably in the woods doing whatever witchy wolves do. The girls were already heading down the hall, the clicking of boots and quiet murmurs echoing like a battle march. As they disappeared, MG glanced back. I'm serious, man. Be cool. Stop antagonizing Josie. Ryan shrugged. It's not like I hate her. I mean, she's smart, beautiful, powerful. What's not to flirt with? MG. She's also way out of your league, and you know it. Ryan smirked. Challenge accepted. It wasn't hard to find the guys. In fact, it was almost laughably easy. MG and Ryan barely had to break stride before they could already hear the clanging of weights, the thudding of sparring gloves on punching bags, and the low grunt of testosterone-fueled teenagers trying to outmuscle each other. The gym was buzzing with familiar chaos. Metal on metal, the dull slap of sneakers against mats, and an air of competition so thick it could have been bottled and sold. MG pushed the door open, stepping into the room with a tired but amused sigh. Ryan followed, arms crossed and the usual smirk ready to deploy. Oh, great. My girlfriend's annoying brother is here, Sal muttered dryly from where he was resetting the bench press. He didn't even look up, too focused on keeping his form perfect. Just what I needed to complete the mood. Ryan clapped his hands together, his grin unfazed. Aw, Sal, you wound me. Just because my older sister married your uptight cop brother doesn't mean you get to take it out on me. Sal did glance up at that, one brow raised. Let's not pretend you didn't crash their honeymoon. I was making sure Rhyme didn't accidentally marry into a family of control freaks. You were caught going through their medicine cabinet, and I regret nothing. Across the room, Levi, wiping sweat from his brow, finally stepped between them. Tall, broad-shouldered, and surprisingly zen for a guy with the bite strength of a small bear, he spoke with calm authority. Guys, that's enough. We don't have time for family drama. Something's going on. I felt it earlier during my shift in the woods. The air, it changed. You felt it too? Asked Spike, jogging up from the treadmill, his dark curls slick with sweat and a curious frown on his face. Thought it was just my vamp senses getting edgy. There was this weird thrum, like the ground was humming. It was, said Mark, joining the circle with Jed, Both still catching their breath from a sparring match that looked like it had gotten intense. Mark ran a hand through his tousled copper hair and added, I noticed something off with the moonlight during our last run. Crimson glow? Thought it was atmospheric until my claws came out on instinct. Jed frowned. Dude, you never go wolf mid-sprint unless something's wrong. Exactly. Mark's eyes briefly shimmered amber. Something's triggering our instincts before our minds catch up. That's dangerous. MG clapped once, drawing attention back to himself. Exactly why we're here. The girls are already researching. Hope wants us to regroup in the library like 10 minutes ago. Apparently the Crimson Eclipse is real, and it's not just a bad astrological event. It's some sort of warning. Sal stood, grabbing a towel and tossing it over his shoulder. Fine, let's go. The sooner we deal with this, the sooner I can get back to training. Ryan gave him a mock salute. You lead the way, brother-in-law. Sal whipped a glance at Levi. Remind me why I haven't hexed him yet? Levi chuckled, punching Ryan lightly in the shoulder. Because we need him, unfortunately. Mark picked up his water bottle and gave Jed a look. Let's move. If this thing messes with werewolf cycles, we need to be ready before the full moon hits. Jed nodded. Plus, if the girls find something spooky, I don't want to show up last and get stuck with demon disposal duty again. I hate when things go apocalyptic before lunch, Spike muttered under his breath. We all do, dude. We all do, MG replied.
The Salvatore School's library was rarely quiet these days. Between the noise of spellbooks slamming shut, potion bottles clinking, and the occasional argument between overachieving magical bloodlines, peace was more of a myth than the creatures they studied. But as the girls pored over the thick stack of ancient grimoires, prophecy scrolls, less coffeehouse gossip, more trying to stop the end of the supernatural world as we know it, the doors swung open. Great, the geeks, the brawn, and the stalkers have arrived, Lizzie deadpanned without looking up from her book.
Love you too, lizard, Ryan muttered as he strolled in, arms wide as if he were on a red carpet. Miss me? Shut it, Lizzie. Sal grumbled as he made a beeline for Harmony. Hey, baby.
Harmony looked up and softened instantly, pushing her reading glasses to the top of her head. Hey, babe, you smell like sweat and gym mats.
Meanwhile, Mark dropped his duffel bag and strode over to Kelly, who was thumbing through a book with pages older than most civilizations. What's the matter, Kel? You've got your solving a puzzle while low-key panicking face on.
Kelly blinked up at him. There's a page missing. A big one. From this grimoire. It's like someone ripped it out cleanly. And that page was the one explaining the origin of the Crimson Eclipse.
Of course it was, muttered Spike from the side, already regretting showing up. He turned to Darby with narrowed eyes. And don't even say it's good. I am not going to Pop's for another combo deal celebration milkshake run.
Before the bickering could escalate into a full-on couple-off, Hope stood and slammed her palm on the table. Can you all shut it, please? We are standing at the edge of an actual magical apocalypse, and you're flirting like this is some Riverdale rooftop party. Need backup, assholes, came a familiar voice from the hallway. All heads turned toward the entrance just in time to see Lake Davenport Romero stride in, leather jacket over a gray hoodie, hair messy in that signature storm chaser aesthetic she always wore like armor. Behind her was her cousin Annika Romero, fierce and proud, flipping her braid back over her shoulder as she stepped inside with all the confidence of a girl who grew up fighting for space among brothers. Annika rolled her eyes but smirked.
Jed nearly tripped over his own feet. Lake? What are you doing here with Annika?
Josie called, said there was some world-ending doom, and since my brothers are getting dragged into it, she shot glares at both Sal and Levi. Here I am. Then so am I. Lake gave a casual shrug. And once Nika called me, here I am. She locked eyes with Jed, who tried to act cool but was visibly malfunctioning. Don't faint. The room froze.
Cool. Totally cool, Jed said nervously. Ryan leaned toward MG and whispered, Someone reboot the wolf. He's stuck in softboy mode. That sobered the room instantly. MG, rubbing his temples, finally said what no one wanted to bring up. Maybe we should tell your parents.
Hope's expression darkened instantly. You want to call Klaus Mikkelsen from the dead and tell him there's a prophecy involving his daughter and something literally named after blood and darkness? You think that's a good idea? Harmony put a hand gently on Hope's shoulder. MG's not wrong. This might be bigger than us. Our mom and dad will want to know. And your mom too, Lizzie. Lizzie groaned. Ugh. Caroline's going to fly in from London and yell at me for not meditating more or drinking moonroot tea or whatever. But fine. You're right. Again, like always. Kelly sighed. Same with mine. My mom'll start investigating. My dad'll start journaling. And if Spike even mentions this to our Grandma Alice...
I'll be cursed with salt for the next 5 years, Spike grumbled. No thanks.
Darby stood, closing her spellbook. We need to get ahead of this. Whatever's happening, it's already started. You think that whispering voice in the hallway was random? It knew we were coming. It wanted us to hear it. Annika nodded. Then let's not wait for it to make the first move. We track the ritual. We stop it.
Levi, this might be the moment we were trained for, not the ones from our bloodlines, not our parents' legacies. Us. Everyone looked at each other, and even Ryan stayed silent.